What is going on, guys, and welcome to 10 WWE matches that need to happen in the next 5 years. It's really hard to make a top 10 list on this because there are way more than 10 that you can think of. So if I miss any out, comment them in the comments below, but these are just my opinions. I also want to say that I now have a gaming channel, so if you love video games like me, then go subscribe to the gaming channel. Link is in the description, as well as my featured channels. But guys, let's go right onto the list. Number 1, Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar. Now, we all know that CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar was an awesome match, and I can see Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar kind of playing out like that match did. I feel, you got Finn Balor is really small. He's not even 200 pounds, fighting against this beast, and the demon versus the beast. It's that, and it plays out perfectly, and I'd love to see it. Number 2, Apollo Crews versus Seth Rollins. Apollo Crews I describe as Evan Bourne and Ezekiel Jackson mix, because it really is. And Seth Rollins is an awesome high flyer, and I think these two could put up an awesome match. I love Seth Rollins, and I am loving Apollo Crews right now, and of course he's in the #1 contender for NXT Championship. I'd love to see him win it, but I do love Finn Balor as well, but that's kind of off topic. Apollo Crews versus Seth Rollins, in my opinion, would be awesome. Number 3, Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens are two of my favorite guys. They both came from the indie scene, and I could just see this match being absolutely awesome. It's a match that I've said I wanted to see so many times since Kevin Owens has been signed, and I thought, it has to happen someday, and when it does, I think it'll be awesome. Number 4, Daniel Bryan versus Finn Balor. Two very technically gifted superstars, and they're both kind of around the same height, and it would really work. I mean, it's Bryan Danielson versus Fergal Devitt right here, and it just would be so great, and I'd love to see them go at it. Number 5, Finn Balor versus Chris Jericho. Yeah, I'm going a little overboard with the Finn Balor, but Chris Jericho I feel could be a really perfect opponent for him. They're both, like I said before, the same kind of body shape, and they work perfectly together. Though Chris Jericho is pretty old, Finn Balor is really good at carrying people through matches, so he could do that. And I believe they had a match like a house show, and apparently it was really good. But if we ever see it on like TV or on pay-per-view, hopefully it can be good like that house show match was apparently. Number 6, Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan. El Generico versus Bryan Danielson. They both came from Ring of Honor, but I haven't really watched Ring of Honor, so I don't know if they've actually faced each other in Ring of Honor. But if they have, or they haven't, I still want to see them face each other when Sami Zayn comes back from injury and is on the main roster, because I feel that it would be an amazing match and it would be great. Number 7, Finn Balor versus John Cena. This would be cool. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I haven't said it on video before, but if any NXT guy was to answer John Cena's open challenge and win it, I would have chosen Finn Balor. I think the two of them could have put up an awesome match, like a 5-star match, better than the one with Cesaro. And I think it would be amazing if they do have a match, and I really hope someday they do. Number 8, Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens, or should I say Bryan Danielson versus Kevin Steen. Come on. These are two of the biggest names in Ring of Honor history. This has to happen. Come on. Number 9, The Shield Triple Threat, aka Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. I know that this will probably happen a bit later, maybe 2-3 years. I don't see it happening in 2016, though it could. Of course, The Shield, one of the greatest factions of this era, one of the greatest of all time, probably the greatest faction of this era, and again, like I said before, one of the greatest of all time. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins have shown they have great chemistry against each other. Same with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. We haven't got the Dean Ambrose Reigns one-on-one match yet, but if we get a triple threat match, then that would be the icing on the cake. And number 10, The Undertaker versus Sting. How long have people wanted this match for? At least over 20 years. Well, maybe that's probably wrong actually, but at least more than 10 years, let's say. But it's a dream match. You have WCW's top guy versus Undertaker, WWE's top guy. In my opinion, Undertaker is WWE's top guy of all time, but it would be so good. Two very similar characters. You've got the Dead Man versus the Crow, and they're two really dark characters, two of the greatest characters in wrestling history. The match would be great. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Let's hit 10 likes on this video. Go subscribe to my gaming channel. Goodbye, and as always, take care.